What is up, friends? How are you guys doing on this beautiful day? Before I get started with today's video, if you guys can please give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe button. Everything will be linked down below for your reference because sometimes things sell out, or you guys already know I always come through with the links. And also follow me on Instagram because I've been putting a lot more Q&As and a lot more deals, and I've just been posting a little bit more on my Instagram stories. I've been a little bit more active, so if you do want to keep up with me there, definitely appreciate it. And today's video is going to be a dupes video. So I'm going to be comparing designer or contemporaries to a different alternative, obviously a lower price point. Some of the handbags I have, some of them I don't. I decided this video will be really great and really perfect as we're about to get into the transitional fall and winter season, even though it's still over 100+ degrees here in Houston, Texas and in Dallas. So I decided to go ahead and make this video for you guys. And I have 7 dupes for you guys. And let's go ahead and get started. So the first dupe that I have is going to the Dior book tote. Now the Dior book tote in the classic kind of medium size, not the traditional size, is $33.50 plus tax. So we're talking about over $3,500. And the one that I'm going to be comparing it to is going to be the Prada Opportunity Tote versus $328. I did find a lower MSRP on the Farfetch website. I think it's $311 and some change, so I'll make sure to leave that one linked down below. I believe my Farfetch code did expire, but I will be having one reset in September. But I did want to mention this one. I've had the Dior book tote, and this is my Prada Opportunity Tote, and it is in this jacquard print, and it has all these different shades of blue. It has the handles, which have leather details throughout them. At the bottom, it has 5 feet, and like I said, none of my handbags have 5 feet. And look at that beautiful one in the middle. So when you set it, it makes a statement. Inside has furlough with a zipper, and then you have 2 pockets inside of here, and so it is lined as well. And the reason why I recommend this one over the Dior one, and I've had the Dior one, if you guys don't remember, if you guys are new, I used to have the Dior book tote. The reason why I recommend this one, the reason is because first of all, it has the leather detail right here, so you're not going to get a lot of wear on the fabric versus the Dior book tote. The Dior book tote does not have a lining or any compartments on the inside. This one has a lining, a zipper, and 2 pockets. The Dior book tote does not have feet at the bottom. This one does. And so this one already has like a lot more extra characteristics to it than the Dior book tote. And also because the Prada jacquard print is not in your face, you really have to kind of see the Prada little details throughout it in order you to even notice that it's a Prada handbag. And so I love that it's kind of like a conversation starter. The other day I was at Nordstrom, and one of the ladies was like, oh my god, is that a Dior book tote? She thought I was carrying it like on the other side, probably the other side said Dior. And I told her, no, this is from Prada, it's called the Opportunity Tote, and I explained it, and I ended up sending her a link for the handbag right then and there. And this is such a conversation handbag. You guys have no idea how many compliments I've gotten on this bag. You guys have no idea how much love I've gotten on this bag. I love this Prada book tote dupe. It's called the Opportunity. It fits my laptop, it fits my agenda, it fits everything. There are, I believe, 2 smaller sizes in this, and both of those have straps. Versus the Dior book tote, none of them come with straps. This one did not come with the strap, but the smaller versions do. So if you already want maybe more crossbody, a little bit more hands-free, maybe the smaller versions of this one, obviously they're gonna be a lot lower than the MSRP. I think it's $328 or $348. Regardless, I still think it's a great point. I think it's a great price point. I bought mine via Farfetch, and it came with a dust bag. It came all the way from Italy, and I love this tote. And I always get questions on my Instagram. What do I think about it 1 month in? I have no quality control issues at all. I've been using this bag. This bag went with me to Austin. It went with me to Dallas. I love this tote. So if you are considering a Dior book tote style handbag, I know there's a lot of variations out there. I think the most premium and the most luxe one out in the market is gonna be this one. It is a little bit more pricey than, let's say, your Zara dupe or some of the other ones, but I will say this one is a really high quality one, and you will not regret it. And I will be using all the time because you guys know I wear a lot of denim, so this one goes with everything. So this one is the first dupe for a Opportunity Tote versus the Dior book tote. Definitely prefer this one over the book tote. Second option I'm going to be comparing is the Prada Nylon 2005 bag. Now this one retails for $19.20. I paid 860 pounds when I bought this in the UK like 2 years ago, and I'm going to be comparing it to the Tory Burch 151 handbag, which comes in at 378. These bags are very similar, and it's probably the best dupe that I've seen out there that I like, because there's a lot of versions of this kind of nylon bag. I know Kurt Geiger, I know so many other brands have their variation. I like the Tory Burch one. It's probably the closest one that I like the most. So obviously you guys know I do have the Prada bag. I'm gonna do a quick little review on this. Do I think that this is worth $9.20? If I were to lose this today, would I buy it tomorrow? The answer is yes, and the reason is because I have been through this bag through hell and back. It's a little dirty on my end. I haven't cleaned it recently. I already have an ecosystem of Prada items, so I want the bag. And I have used this. I have let so many friends borrow this. It's been to me everywhere. It's such an easy bag to travel. I don't even put it in a dust bag. I just literally throw it in my luggage, and it's hands-free. The piping, everything about this bag has been wearing well. I know some people say that it's nylon. Nylon is not worth $2 grand. I understand that, but this is a luxury item, so you know luxury items come with a luxury price point, and that goes with everything. Even like a leather tote, it's a luxury. You know, it's overpriced. Everything in luxury is overpriced. That's why it's a luxury. So for me, I just love this bag. I get so much wear. It goes really well with my lifestyle, and I love to wear this when I have to run a bunch of activities, when I have to wear my leggings and a t-shirt. This is what I tend to wear 9 times out of 10. It's just so carefree. And so I do have this one. I do love it. I do recommend it. But the dupe version that I'm going to be talking about, the 151 handbag by Tory Burch, $378. Now this one does not come with the pouch versus the Prada one. The Prada one does have the little pouch that you can fit your cards inside of it. The Tory Burch one does. But this one is very interesting because it has the fabric strap, which you can adjust. It has a chain just like the Prada one, but the chain on this one is a little bit thicker. It has a little bit more substantial weight than the Prada chain, and I've held this bag in person before, and also has a little bit of kind of like a leather strap throughout it. So this one has 3 strap options versus the Prada one just has 2, so I feel like it kind of makes up for not having the pouch. What I like about this bag is that it just has the T on the side, so yet again it is very clean, kind of like the Prada nylon version. So that's what I like, is the elements of it being silver hardware. Also, Tory Burch does not do a lot of silver hardware in her handbags. I think the price point is pretty decent. I always get asked what was the MSRP of the Prada nylon when it first debuted, when it first got reissued. The price was $11.90. Obviously now we're at $19.20, so over almost double the price within like 2.5 years since it first debuted. That's why I paid 860 pounds for it 2.5 years ago. But if you are looking for that kind of Prada inspired handbag, I would say the Tory Burch 151 is a perfect variation. It comes in a lot of colors, a lot of sizes, a lot of styles, and some of these styles and these nylon tend to go on sale at the end of the season, like a funky color or like a seasonal color. If you do want a nylon kind of style bag, I think that this is a great one. And like I said, there are sale variations that do go on sale at the end of the season. I'll try to find some down below. And yeah, I did want to recommend it. I felt the Tory Burch one, and I think it's really great quality, so I'm going to recommend. Number 3 is going to be Alexander Wang Crystal Harris bag that retails for $695, and I'll insert this bag right here. I have one friend that has this bag, and it's very nice, it's very beautiful. I think this bag has been out probably for like 1.5 years by now. Express did have a version of this that was $78. Unfortunately, it is sold out. So therefore, I did a little bit of research, and I found that there is an Amazon version for $36 USD, and it comes with a strap versus the Alexander Wang does not. So one thing about me, when I look for dupe handbags or different variations, I always look at the reviews. For me, the reviews are always gonna tell me. I look at it like if it's a, let's say, a Tory Burch bag, I'll look at the reviews at the Tory Burch website. I'll go to Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, you know, Saks, and I look at the different reviews through different point of views, so I can have a great understanding if it's an item that I haven't seen in person. This case, I have not seen this Amazon version. I have seen the Alexander Wang in person. This one has nothing but great reviews. There's actually reviews comparing the Alexander Wang one comparing to this $36 one, and it has a strap on it. I think for me, crystal bags is something that I don't think you need to spend a whole lot of money on, and I'm gonna tell you a really good reason why. Cult Gaia bag, right? I've only carried this one time, and within one time of me carrying this bag, it already tarnished. I don't know if you guys can see that. Some of the crystals has popped off. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I've only used this bag one time, and it wasn't even at a bar or a club. It was literally at a dinner, and all my friends were just kind of playing around with it, not aggressively at all. And literally it already tarnished the first time that I wore it, and some of the crystals popped off. So therefore, for me, I don't think crystal bags are worth spending a lot of money on. A, because they're very delicate, and B, there's a lot of great alternatives out there. So this kind of made me, you know, not want to justify spending a lot of money on crystal bags. 28, which is like about, you know, almost $500 with tax, which is a lot of money. And so I have it. I mean, I'm still gonna wear it obviously, but I have that bag, and so that's why I wanted to make this Alexander Wang dupe. The Alexander Wang one holds up pretty well. My friend had it. I texted her. She said she loves it, but I didn't want to recommend this Amazon version. So if you are wanting a crystal bag and you want to try a feel for it, I'll try the Amazon version, and it also has a strap versus the Alexander Wang one does not. Number 4 is going to be the Louis Vuitton Cappuccino Mini. Retails for $6,100. That is insane. I cannot believe this bag is $6,100 versus the Michael Kors Carly Satchel versus $398. Now there are some Carly Satchels on sale on the Michael Kors website for about half off, $200. So I'll make sure to leave those down below. And I happen to have the Carly Satchel in the white color. Now I always get asked, what do I think about this bag after having it for a little over 6 months? I love this bag. The reason why I like this bag is because the Louis Vuitton Cappuccines does not have a lot of like details on the strap. Well, at least the original version. This one has this kind of woven detail, which I feel like makes it look a lot more expensive. It makes it look a lot more luxe. The LV one, obviously there's a lot more differences. Like the flap on here, you can't kind of conceal it, versus on the Cappuccines you can. The strap is also different. The Cappuccines is a lot more thicker, and it does not have any chain details. This one does have leather with chain. And you guys know one thing about me, I always prefer to carry my handbags hook on my arm. I just feel like they look a little bit, or on the shoulder. I just feel like they look a little bit more elegant. And so this one, I tend to carry it on the hook of my arm or as a top handle bag, but I do like that it has a strap as another form to wear it, but I don't really use a strap if I'm being honest. This one has feet at the bottom. I believe the Cappuccines does have feet at the bottom. And the Cappuccines is a little bit more of a softer leather, so over time that bag will become a lot more soft. I feel like in the Mini you won't have that issue, but when you looked at pre-loved larger versions, it definitely does not remain its structure as when you first purchase it. This one right here is a little bit more of a stiffer leather as far as the larger ones as well. So this one will remain its structure. One thing about me, especially if you're getting contemporary bags, the one thing that will always make it look more expensive if it has structure. If it has structure, it means it will look more elevated. It will hold up a little bit better. And this one, the moment that I've had it, I've had no quality issues, nothing. Like I said, this, like I can literally buy like 15 of these bags and it won't even be the price of literally one Louis Vuitton Mini Cappuccines bag. So if you do want the style, I would say it's worth it. I love the little MK on it. I feel like it's not super in your face. I think it's a little bit more of the elegant Michael Kors bags that are out there. It has a little bit of edginess with these two stud details on both sides. Like I said, I like that it has a strap, 4 feet at the bottom, and it's very easy to go on the inside. And then on the inside, it does have a compartment, and then it has card compartments as well, so you don't have to carry necessarily a wallet. Satchel reminds me of Carly Claus, the supermodel, so this one is definitely a yes on my books, a really great alternative. And if you guys can please give this video a thumbs up so more people can watch this video, so people can see the great alternatives that I have, and let me know if you want me to make a part 2 to this, because I love handbags, so I know all the dupes out there. I can literally make 10 videos of these. Next one is going to be the Toy Birch Perry Tote, which now has a new MSRP of $448. When this bag first debuted, it was $295, and now it's $448. It's this one right here. And now we're going to be comparing it to the Coach Molly Tote. The difference between the Perry and the Molly Tote is very much nothing. I'll say Toy Birch retail bags did get a little expensive, and a lot of you guys expressed those opinions to me via DMs, and I agree with you guys. I feel like some of the bags did get a little bit pricey, and I think they're kind of alienating their core customer. but I will say that the Coach Molly tote is a really great alternative. And they also have a smaller Molly tote, so if you do want to get a mini Perry tote version but in a Coach version, there is that version, and it is a lot less. Right now on the Coach website, as I'm filming this video, they're doing a 20% off sale, and it's extra 20% off I think some of the tote bags. So the Molly is included, which makes it like $152, I'm gonna say $150 plus tax. So I think it's you save literally so much money compared to the Tory Burch Perry tote. Essentially your kind of everyday tote, where in the middle you have that zipper, which is perfect to put your laptop or to put maybe more important documents, and then it has two other compartments that you can kind of split on what you want to put in there. And this one does come with the iconic dog tag, and the straps on them are adjustable versus the Perry tote is not. Now, I believe the new Perry tote does have feet at the bottom. This one does not have feet at the bottom. For some people, it's a big deal. For some people, it is not. But if you are looking for that everyday classic tote, when I think of this tote, I definitely think of like a corporate job. I feel like it's something my mom would use. I feel like a teacher could use this, a mommy, somebody's grandma. This is definitely something I could see my grandma wearing. This is kind of like an everyday classic tote from Coach. The comparable value is $428, but like I said, for the sale it's $152. I think it's a really great option. It comes in a lot of colors, a lot of sizes, and a lot of variations. And if you feel like this bag is a little bit too big for you, I would definitely look at the mini Molly tote, which is, like I said, the alternative to the mini Perry tote. And so I think this is a really great one. So if you have been wanting just a classic everyday tote, and I think that the Molly is a great alternative to the Perry tote. And I never really thought I'd see the day where I would compare Tory Burch to Coach as far as alternative. I feel like this price increase with Tory Burch has definitely been really expensive. The next one is probably my favorite one out of the entire video. Of the bag is very similar. So it's going to be the Stud Moon Bag. It retails for $395, and it is kind of like in this kind of raffia type material. It does have kind of like this little pouch on the inside to kind of make it, to justify, I feel like the little bit of the extra price point. But I found this perfect dupe, and it is the Target, I think it's a New Day, I think that's the brand of it, like their own private label. $30 dupe. And now as I'm filming this video, it's on sale for $25, but it could go back to $30 or it could be less, but depending on the time you watch this video. But this Target version, if you read the reviews on this one, the reviews on this one are so nice. I have seen this bag in person too at Target, and the one here by the Houston Galleria, and it literally, I tried going back and buying it like the last time, and it was literally all sold out. And so I know that this bag has been so well. I've never seen so much reviews and so much hype over a Target bag versus this one here. It's just such a perfect sturdy summer bag. Especially some people don't like to invest in a lot of like Shirley bags, summery bags. Like they want to invest their money maybe more on classic bags like a Bottega or Poland, or you know, those type of handbags. And this is a really great alternative to having that summer bag, but without even nowhere near breaking the bank. This is the best handbag that I have ever recommended under $30. I don't think I've ever recommended a handbag under $30 on my YouTube channel except this one, and this one is for a reason. And when I posted this one on Instagram, a lot of you guys were tagging me. Some of you guys had the actual moon bag, and you guys were comparing them, both of them, and were like, oh my god, they look very similar, I love it, thank you Sergio. So I did want to share the love. I did want to tell you guys about this. Summer's still not over, guys. I feel like summer officially ends after Labor Day weekend, in my opinion, just because that's my birthday weekend. I feel like after Labor Day weekend, I definitely start getting into the fall fantasy, into the fall gig. And so the moon bag dupe from Target is definitely a great one, and you still have so much time to wear this, so I'm gonna recommend it. And so who knows, this one may be in my collection just because I feel like it's such a steal to have in your wardrobe. Number 7 is going to be the Prada Nylon backpack that retails for $2,050 USD at the time of recording this video, to the Tory Burch Virginia backpack that is $328. So literally you can buy like, I think like 6 or 7 of these bags to even make up for the Prada one. So let's go ahead and talk about why I prefer the Tory Burch. So the backpack I actually do have here, I do own this one. I did buy this around holiday season last. I have been getting quite a bit of wear. I have this beautiful Harrods bear from Harrods from London. As you can see, I like the UK quite a lot. First of all, what I like about this bag, and this is the same nylon as the 151 bag, just so you're referencing, it's very nice, very high quality. It's kind of like the Ella nylon. I think Tory Burch nylon, I think they do a pretty great job on nylon. I think that's something that they master really well. The reason why I love this bag, first of all, I find that this bag is probably better made than the Prada one in my opinion. And the reason is because when you go on pre-loved websites and you go and you look at Prada Nylon backpacks, you can even get around $500, $600, $700. They all look used, they all look bust at the house. Like they look like I'm not gonna wear it. For me, one thing about me, I don't care if the bag is designer. If something looks busted, other than Golden Gooses, because I love my Golden Goose sneakers, I feel like you should not buy it just because it's designer. You should buy something else that looks nicer, looks more polished, looks more clean. And if that means your budget means to go buy a bag from Ross, from Burlington, from the Segunda, then so be it. I used to do that back in the day. I have my first thrift store bag, a little Tumi just in case, so for $2. I remember I still have it. And you know, keep it moving. You know what I mean? But this is such a great quality nylon. Like I said, Toy Birch does nylon really well, and this one has been through the gigs. The magnets are pretty strong on this one. I will say if I do overfill it, sometimes the magnet is, but you guys know me, sometimes I'd be really overfilling my bags. I love the little pocket details. I love that on one of the sides you can put your cell phone or more important things, kind of like my Dagnito over Dakota backpack. You can put things here in the pockets. I don't really put anything in here, I just kind of leave them open. I do put like my AirPods and little like my card case and stuff in these little pockets because it makes it a little bit more easier to reach for things. And then on the inside of here, you just open it up and it's just like almost exactly like the Prada backpack. And you open it up and you have a pocket here, and then you have a zipper and it has the Toy Birch plaque. You open it on the inside and it's such a black hole and it fits absolutely everything. And a lot of you guys, when I showed this bag last year, a lot of you guys went out and bought it. It has the top handle. This bag, I've used it, and it literally has no sign of wear. Like I'm looking at it with the ring light, no sign of wear at all, amigas, like no sign of wear. And I think this is probably one of my favorite Toy Birch bags for the price as of now in her current collection. I think this bag is definitely worth the $328. You will not regret it, and I love it. And I've worn this up a little bit dressed up, not super dressed up. I probably wouldn't wear this with a suit or with a two-piece set, but I have worn it with like a blazer and jeans and it looks fine. I've worn this with athletic clothing, it looks fine. It's a nice elevated backpack, but like I said, I wouldn't wear it super dressed up. But this one goes with absolutely everything, and I think it is a great alternative to the Prada Nylon backpack. 7 of my favorite alternative handbags from a higher price point to a lower price point. I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions down below. Do you love this video? Do you not love this video? I know I did one of these with like shoes and clothes, I think probably like a year ago. If you want me to make another one, definitely let me know down below. I have the best dupes, I have the best alternatives out there. You guys know I scour the internet, I try everything. And so you guys know I always come through with the best recommendations. So let me know if you se quieren mirar un parte de those, because I don't mind doing these and you guys tend to really love these videos. I want to say thank you so much for all my beautiful subscribers for watching this video. I love each and every single one of you. I'm back on doing live streams at Fridays at 7, and so I'll see you guys on Friday on the live stream. And thank you so much. All links will be down below. Y los miro hasta la próxima video. Bye guys, y se cuidan mucho.